Happy Wednesday, everybody. I'm Utile, and I am at the City College of San Francisco. People call this the Harvard of City Colleges. I think it's something crazy, like 60,000 people here. And every year I do a couple pitch events for them. And so that's what we're gearing up for. We're gearing up for the big pitch event. We have 23 different students, or different teams that are pitching. Some of the teams are teams of students pitching their ideas to panel investors. So I brought a panel of investors together. We're going to fill the room with investors looking for deals. I'm going to bring a handful of other CEOs pitching their companies that are already raising capital as an example. It's going to be a lot of fun, but before we dive into that, I wanted to just get to know each of the students one-on-one for about a minute. So I'm going to ask each student what their name is, what they're majoring in, and what they're pitching. And this gives me a chance to bond with each one of them one-on-one and help them feel even more comfortable as we get ready for this big event next Friday, which is December 13th from 2 to 5 p.m. So we will be live streaming this event, and I hope that you can tune in, or even better, come join us. It's free. We're going to feed you and give you drinks, all of that. Come support this community of young entrepreneurs. So I'm not going to stop the cameras every time. I just want to capture this, and I'm just going to say hello to my new friends. So I'm going to first bring up Ouna. Ouna. Okay, come on in here. It's good to see you again.
Good to see you. Thank you.
Just a little bit this way.
Okay.
Okay. I think that's probably good. So, hi.
Hi.
Are you excited to pitch next week?
Yes.
Are you nervous?
I'm nervous.
Everybody's nervous.
Yeah.
It's normal to be nervous. Like, I'd be nervous if you told me to go run around that track 10 times. It's been 2.5 miles right now. I'm a little nervous. I don't run enough. So tell me, because they're just watching. This
Okay.
is you and I. We're
Yeah.
having our moment.
Yeah.
So tell me, what are you majoring in, and why are you going to school here? What do you like? Where are you?
Yeah. Well, so I finished my major already.
Okay.
I graduated at UCSF.
Okay.
And I majored in biology.
Yeah.
And I was into science, but I found out that City College offered entrepreneurship class, and I signed up. I showed up, and it was full of energy. It was so exciting, and I was really, like, it inspired me a lot. And but I came back with an idea, and hopefully that I can talk to people about it and see if people like it.
Right.
And, yeah.
And is it tied to your biology major, or is it totally something different?
Well, I had ideas related to science all the time.
Okay.
But I still, like, whenever I go further to do more research on it, I keep asking myself, like, it's not that important. Like, I just keep, going back and see, like, what's really the purpose of my idea want to be, which is help people.
Yeah.
And so I changed my idea many times, and at the entrepreneurship class, me and my partner Sally, we are working on an app where it will promote self-care and authentic communication. Yeah. Authentic
communication between the person using the app and another person using the app, or the person using the app and just people in their life?
You would find the person, so it would be a connection between communities and we're targeting mostly college students at the moment, and because I do believe that there are a lot of students who feel lonely and at the same time depressed, and may not be clinically depressed, but they go through
situationally depressed.
Yes, periodically, and sometimes people who have good friends and good support, they can come back to that, but people who don't have friends or who need friends, they can use our app and connect to people and make a community, but it also mostly promoting human interaction. We want people to just go out there and be social.
Yeah. That's great. That's great. And so it's you and Sandy. You're going to be pitching together on Friday.
Yes.
And you're going to, what's the name of the app or the company?
It's called Mind Tribe.
Mind Tribe. MINDTRIBE.
Yes.
It's a cool name. So Mind Tribe is to help people with their connections. It sounds like help them with community.
Yeah.
It's tied to science, as everything that you work on is. But it's the reason why you're here. It's the reason why you're at the Center for Innovation Entrepreneurship. Is to work on this idea.
Yes.
Okay. Well, may you be very successful next Friday and all that you do.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Well, thanks for taking a moment so I can get to know you better.
Yeah.
And for those that may tune in
Yeah.
and watch, they might be motivated to come join us just to hear about your app idea.
Yeah, I mean, whoever has the time, come join us, and
Yes.
you guys will see a full picture of what I'm talking about as well. Like,
great.
we've been working on it. We have a space in downtown. We like have an office. We're just doing research and looking into it.
It's great.
Yeah.
Good. Okay, I'll let you get back to your class.
Okay.
I'm going to pull you away.
Thank you.
Have fun. Okay. Well, I have another student that's coming in a moment, but that was fun to get to know one of the students for a moment. And so what we're looking at for next Friday on December 13th is that we're doing a pitch event. And the pitch event is going to be from 2 to 5 p.m. here on campus at the City College of San Francisco. We also are partnered with other organizations like the University of San Francisco. Vivian, who's the faculty here, who runs CEI, I think it's CEI, Center for Entrepreneurship and Innovation. She's also faculty at USF. And so there's students from both, and we have people involved from other incubators and things of that nature. And I'll be inviting, as I said, my network as well. So if you're watching, you are invited to come. And if you're far from San Francisco, plan a road trip, book a plane ticket, come and join us. I think you'll be very glad if you do. Or plan to tune in, put a little calendar note at 2 p.m. on Friday to tune in. We'll be live on all of my personal channels, and we'll also be sharing this throughout all the college's channels as well. So I'm waiting for the next person to interview. And so I think I'm going to turn everything off for a moment and we'll just go live again as soon as I have my next victim. Hello everybody out there in Facebook land and Instagram land. I am still at the City College of San Francisco, and I'm working with the students that are part of the Center for Entrepreneurship and Innovation, and we're having a brief conversation with each of them so I can find out more about who they are, what their major is, and what they're pitching next Friday, December 13th, for our big pitch event that we're doing here, which is Friday, December 13th from 2 to 5 p.m. So we're not going to be talking to you, you're just invited to listen to our conversation. So I'm first going to ask Sukant to come up and hi.
Hi.
All right, well this is natural, we're just having a conversation. Forget about that, come this way just a little bit. I like your shoes.
Thank you.
You can't see the shoes, but they're out. So tell me your full name, and are you majoring in something, or are you just here just for the Center for Entrepreneurship and Innovation? Like, tell me about your educational journey for a moment.
Got it. So I already have a master's from San Jose State. That was a while ago.
Yeah.
I'm a resident of San Francisco.
Yeah.
And I participate in the classes in City College. I learned about the Entrepreneurship 101 class this year, so I enrolled, and that is the only class I'm taking.
Okay. And what is the purpose for being a part of this entrepreneurship class? Is it for a specific thing you'll be pitching next Friday? Did you come with an idea in mind, or did you come hoping to find an idea? Like, give me a little insight on that.
I have an interest area in mind, which I came into this for, but my main purpose was to learn a whole process of how things work from start to end.
Okay.
So mostly to learn about that, and now at the end of the semester, I have the idea pretty much figured out.
And so you'll be pitching next Friday,
Yes.
and that's your idea, and you'll be pitching that by yourself.
I have another partner.
Okay, okay.
She is not a part of this class,
But
but
she'll still be joining you.
yeah,
Okay, great. What's her name?
Pian.
Okay, and you want to tell me a bit about the idea that you pitched?
Cool. So our idea in one line is we're trying to use AI to improve your EI.
Emotional intelligence.
Yes.
So use machine learning, which people call artificial intelligence.
Yeah.
It's debatable if that's real, but certainly machines are doing a lot of stuff on behalf of humanity. So use this machine and the ability that is now there to help you with their emotional intelligence.
Correct.
Okay.
So it starts off as a mobile app, which is going to have AI inbuilt in it.
Yeah.
And that's how we're going to track your emotions and suggest things to gear your strength towards a certain area that you tell us
Okay.
what you want to learn.
Well, I'm excited to hear you pitch. And will your partner be pitching with you or just there with you in the room?
I think she will be there with me in the room.
Great. Well, we'll have a great panel of investors that will give you some great feedback, and I'm excited to learn more. So thanks for a moment.
Thank you.
All right, good. Okay, next I have Wendy coming up, and I'll have her introduce herself and tell you a bit about her as well. Come on up. Everybody has cool stuff. You have a cool scarf.
Oh,
Cool
thank
shoes,
you.
cool scarf. Come this way just a little
Yeah.
bit. Okay, so I know you go by Wendy, but you told me your other name, and I'm sorry I struggled with it.
Okay.
So remind me, your name, and then are you here just for the Center for Entrepreneurship and Innovation, or are you majoring and still like in college?
Okay, good. I'm Wendy Nguyen. I'm from Vietnam as an international student right here, and then my major is marketing. And well, the entrepreneurship is one of the classes that I take to pursue my marketing certificate. But besides that, I have an idea for my startup, and I hope that I can make it become true as soon as possible.
I hope so too. Come just a little bit closer so you're inside the frame. So tell me about the idea.
Oh yeah, I really have a passion about fashion and styling, so I want to build an app, like beauty app. It's kind of platform, and I call that as an Uber service in the beauty industry. Right now we have Uber Drive, Uber Eat, and then now we should have a Uber Beauty, because you know everyone needs a professional look in everywhere they appear, they show up. And sometimes when I first come here, I realized that it's hard to find, somewhere or some professional stylist to make me have a professional look when I had to show up in the special event. And then it's so tired to get an appointment as a salon. So I try to build a platform that engage between the provider and such as a stylist, professional stylist, makeup artist, hair stylist, and consumer with demand, and bring all of them to come to your house to make you have a professional look when you have to show up, maybe in your meeting or interview, very important interview or some special occasion in your life. Yeah, that's the idea of my.
I like the idea.
Oh, thank you.
And I like your passion.
Thank you.
Those are two very important parts of the pitch.
Yeah.
So I think next Friday, if you just stay passionate
I hope.
and you share the idea and you just articulate it clearly, I think you'll get it.
I'm excited about that because everyone want to have a better look, right? Especially for women. Sometimes it's so stressful.
What about me?
Yeah. Oh really? Yeah, I love your style. You're so.
Oh, you're very kind.
Yeah.
Well, it was great to spend a little time with you.
Yeah.
Thanks for jumping out of class for a moment.
Yeah,
And
thank you so
I'll
much.
see you on Friday.
Yeah, thank you.
Matthew, come on in. Good to see you again. Yeah, I remember connecting with you at the event. Come a little closer. We want to stay inside the window frame so they can see us. But again, they're just watching. Congratulations for being invited into this moment. But this is for you and I. Just have a moment. So tell me about your educational journey. So are you here just for the Center for Entrepreneurship Innovation, or are you getting your degree right now? Like, give me a lens.
Associate Science transfer. So I'm currently majoring in finance and computer science.
And then where do you hope to transfer to?
Applying to a bunch of schools, but the dream is Chicago U.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you from Chicago?
No, I'm not, but they have an excellent finance program, so that's why I want to go there.
Cool. And so you're not just taking just the entrepreneurship class, but you're taking everything to finish your associate's
every
degree.
single physics, finance, computer science class.
Okay. And then are you finished at the end of the spring semester?
Yeah. So next semester is my last semester.
Okay.
And I'll be transferring. So I'm applying this November already, or done applying.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just waiting.
It's good. Well, it's, you're learning.
Yeah.
Vivian's an amazing teacher. I hope your other teachers are amazing like her. I get to go to her class, her setup here, and then I do some guest lecturing for her at USF, and I think she's amazing.
Yeah.
So tell me about your idea. What are you pitching next Friday, and are you doing it on your own, or do you have any way with
Of a group.
Okay,
And
group.
my teammates are Ron, Tamuka, and Jay, and our ideas are Green Monkey. And
Green.
Green monkey.
So like the color green. Green monkey. Cool.
Yeah. So if you take a satellite image of like San Francisco, it's seeing look out, it's just a field of gray.
Yeah.
I was thinking, how can you integrate nature to the cities, right?
Yeah.
Like that. So our team is we provide a mobile and a webular application that connects gardeners and homeowners, where we'll provide a rooftop garden for them completely free.
I see.
We'll install it for free, and they just have to pay a monthly maintenance.
Yeah.
That's it. That's the idea.
And there's you and 3 people?
Yeah.
So do all 3 of you have different skill sets that you're bringing to the team?
Yeah, one is more marketing.
Okay.
Me and Jay are more the technical side, building the mobile app.
Are you coding and programming?
Yeah, we are.
Are
Swift.
you in Swift? Okay.
Yeah.
That's cool.
We have a few mock-ups already. If you
Okay.
want to take a look at that.
I do.
Yeah.
Well, I'll do some interviews, and maybe you can show them to me after I finish the interviews, and you guys know at the library.
Yeah.
And then, I don't know if I asked your full name, but I guess say it just so I can talk.
Matthew Ho.
Matthew, okay.
Yeah.
And so it's you and 3 others.
Yes.
And you'll be pitching Green Monkey.
Yes.
And you're going to do great.
Yeah. Thank you.
And everybody's going to respond. And you're going to have a good time.
Yeah.
You believe me? I believe
Hopefully.
I believe me enough
We'll
to practice.
We'll practice, definitely.
Okay,
Yeah.
good. Thanks for coming to
Yeah,
spend a few
thanks
minutes.
for
with me. Okay, good. Come on up. Hey, Peter. Hey. It's good to see you again. All right. I'm a Keith. Ian. Yeah, I'm gonna have you come this way. We want to stay inside these little windows for this, but we're not talking to the camera. We're just invited to listen in. The purpose of this is just for you and I to connect for a moment, talk about next Friday, what are you pitching, and then also just find out a little bit about your educational journey. So are you here just for the entrepreneurship class, or are you in your education journey for an associate's degree, or give me a little insight?
Yeah, the plan is loose, but
Okay.
to get the associate's degree and continue my education.
Good.
But it's interesting when you're developing like a business that could probably like usurp the schooling, and you feel like you got something
Right.
something good there. So
Yeah.
you have to take more classes than the entrepreneurship class. I'm also in art classes.
Cool.
I've been taking music classes.
Oh yeah, so you're creative.
Yeah, creative.
So with music and art, are you drawn toward one certain type of art and or one certain type of instrument or singing? Like give me a little insight on your creativity.
I'm like a jack of all trades kind of guy. Love playing tons of different instruments, and I'm always trying to challenge myself to go outside the boundaries that I make for myself in art. So it's like doing a painting class, and it's like the difference between using small brushes and big brushes, how much detail you can get in, like simplifying the color palette,
Right.
those different things like that.
Yeah, that makes sense. So tell me about your idea you're pitching. Are you going to be pitching by yourself? Do you have anybody with you that's part of your pitch team?
I have a partner who's my roommate, so I got
So not in the class,
Not
but
in the
still going
class.
to be there representing.
Hopefully,
your
if
team.
it doesn't have work that day, it'd be
Okay.
great if you could come with me. But if not, I'm going to be trying to make an entertainment brand, cartoon show. Right now, it's a webcomic, and I'd like to do more animation. So we're trying to branch out into the claymation. Right now, we're working on like some 8-bit NES type looking
Yeah.
characters. So
That's
different
cool.
ideas, because animation just takes a lot of labor.
Right.
So it's when you decide to do something, you really gotta
Right.
make sure you do the right thing. Otherwise, you're wasting all that time.
What's the name of the...
Two Bards.
So it's called Two Bards, B-A-R-D-S.
That's right.
Okay, so Two Bards. And this is basically an artistic approach to tell stories.
Tell stories.
Okay.
Uh,
And right now it's a website.
Instagram.
Instagram, okay.
Facebook. And we have a YouTube, but no videos yet. So
Okay.
got all the social media together, and slowly getting into more marketing.
Good.
Content creation takes a lot of time.
And you guys have already done some animations. You already have a webcomic and things of that nature.
I've done some animations in the past, but we're
Cool.
still working on the first animation for Two Bards.
Okay. Are you going to have anything to show us next Friday?
That'd be awesome. Maybe something simple.
Yeah, have something. You don't have to, but I think it'd be fun for you to build a show. And if not, don't hesitate to show what you've done in the past.
Sounds good.
All right, Peter.
Thank you, Ian.
Yeah, good to get to know you a bit better. I look
Yeah.
forward to next Friday.
Thank you.
Good. Hi,
Hello.
it's good to see you.
Good to see you again.
Yeah, come on in. Just shake your hand. I just want you just a little closer so we're in the camera. But they're just watching. We're just you and I. We're having a conversation. This
Okay.
is us. This is our time. So tell me about your educational journey. Are you here just for the entrepreneurship class, or are you going through getting your associate's degree?
I have a bachelor's in philosophy.
Okay.
Recently have been really educated or interested in nutrition.
Yeah.
So I'm writing a cookbook right now. I would also like to coach people in nutrition.
Yeah.
Help people start eating healthier and like make that really easy and accessible for them. I'm vegan.
Are you? How long have you been vegan for?
5 years off and on.
Okay.
So my goal is
I'm vegan every time I'm sleeping.
yeah. Good job. That's
Off
like,
and on.
That's like 45% of the
I
time.
fast every day when I fall asleep.
When you're asleep. You're on the way
The
to health.
best I ever felt was raw vegan.
Oh, I was raw
But it
vegan
was
for 4
super,
months.
super time consuming.
For me, it just shows you what a comfort food is. I was like, oh, I can't eat like warm food. What am I gonna do with my time? And like, I
For me, it
went
was
to the
just
gym 5 days
chocolate
a week.
and avocado and coconut. With a coconut meat, that was like a theme for those things.
Well, how much weight did you lose?
I lost like 20 pounds in a month.
Yeah.
Yeah, I eat a lot of other stuff. It's mostly just veggies and things like that. And we dehydrated stuff, but only at 118 degrees or less.
Right.
So it's still raw.
The point is to eat a lot of fruit because it's just like it can't do nothing wrong for you, and like you need calories.
Right.
But so me and my partner for this class aren't doing exactly what I want for my business.
Yeah.
She's into like fashion, so our combined business is something.
And what's her name?
Shay.
Shay, okay.
Mhm. Our combined business is something that teaches you like how to feel good about yourself through fashion, how to feel good about yourself through eating healthy. So that's where we've come
That's cool.
together in this class, and it's not like my total vision,
Right.
but she encouraged us to have a business partner for
Yeah.
this class, which has been good. It's like
That is.
helped me like actually get it off the ground
Right.
to have a partner, like so I'm just not doing everything.
Right.
But
And what's the name of the?
it's called Empowered Life Coaching.
Cool.
And then we have like a book, and half of it is a vegan cookbook, and the other half is her style guide
Wow.
thing.
How big will the book be?
It's like 20 pages.
Okay.
We already printed a prototype
Wow, nice.
for the demo day,
Good.
and yeah, it's cute. It like makes me feel really good that we've actually like printed something. Like it's come from
You create
here.
something tangible, it's real.
Yeah,
It
yeah. It's
represents
not
the two of you.
exactly what I would want for my business.
Right, you're
like,
just doing it on your own.
right.
Yeah.
But it's like, oh my God, we've actually printed something.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, I would say for next Friday, if you and Shay can come together and just for like that 3-minute pitch, take total complete ownership over it. Because a lot of like what's felt by the panel of investors, what's felt by the room is going to be like your passion. And even if like you're only passionate and totally committed in that moment, it'll really come across, and like everybody, they open up to the idea. So, and you already created something that's tangible, which is very, very cool. Good. So will you be pitching together then?
yeah,
Good. I look forward to it.
yeah.
I think it'd be fun to kind of see like how two people came together, one fashion, one nutrition,
because
and
it's
create
all
one
about
thing.
like feeling good about yourself.
Yeah. And I don't know if I asked you to say your full name yet, but I guess I should document it. So,
Marisa Feliciano Garcia.
Marisa Feliciano Garcia.
Yeah,
Very cool.
yeah. So
Well, thanks for letting me interrupt your class for a
Of
moment.
course.
And get to know you a little
Good to
better.
see you again.
Yeah, and I'll see you next Friday.
all right, sounds great.
Okay, good.
Thank you.
Come on in. Yeah, just a little bit closer. You want to stay inside the windowsill. Another foot. There you go. Ian.
Hugo.
Hugo, what's your last name?
Christian.
Great. So tell me about your education journey. Are you here for an associate's degree at CCSF, or are you just at the entrepreneurship class at CDL?
I'm getting 2 classes here in the dual enrollment program, so I'm still in high school.
Nice.
I'm at Balboa, it's just down the street. So
Okay.
the next part is finish most of my credits early. I only have like 2 classes a day, so I just walk up here.
Oh, that's awesome.
1 class in the morning and then 1 class after school.
Are you a senior there?
Yeah.
Okay. So by the time you finish your high school education, you'll have already done 2 classes, or will you already do 4, or how many will you?
2, yeah.
Okay. Will you do more classes next semester in the spring?
I think
Here?
I'm still unsure about how it's working.
Yeah.
Kind of feeling it as I go.
Yeah.
So I'll just see. Hopefully I get to.
Yeah, well, it's cool that you're here.
Yeah.
What a special opportunity for younger people to kind of come and see what is this environment like. How do you compare this environment, CCSF, the whole school, or just CEI with Vivian and her team runs, compared to like what you experience over at Balboa?
Oh, it's way better. It was
Way better
definitely-
here.
Yeah, it was definitely worth it.
So you really enjoy, what do you enjoy most in this environment compared to your high school environment?
The education is definitely different in a way that I really appreciate.
Yeah.
It's less of busy work, where you get worksheets every day, and sometimes in high school they still give you crossword puzzles, and that's part of your grade. And I don't want to do that.
You don't want to do crossword puzzles?
Not anymore.
It sounds a little demeaning, but whatever.
Yeah, it does. It gets boring after a while. It starts to kind of like tell you, you have binder checks, you have all these like small assignments that don't really feel like they're worth anything. And then here it's more of, you have from every class, you have like tests, quizzes, papers. That's your grade. You do all of those. That's what you're doing. The rest of the class is studying.
Yeah.
For this is a lot different, and I do appreciate that.
Yeah.
It's more of this kind of big overall project with your company. That's,
And now,
that's a lot different than
for your pitch next Friday, is that going to be you, or do you have anybody with you that's part of the team?
I do have a partner who's also going to Balboa.
Okay,
So,
nice.
yeah.
What's his name?
Austin.
Austin.
You'll be talking to him next.
Good. Is that him?
Yeah.
Cool. And so tell me about what you guys are going to pitch.
Okay.
Or actually, you know what? He's right here. Let's bring Austin in. You guys can tell me together, and then I'll have you leave, and then I'll learn more about Austin in just a moment.
Yeah,
So,
no.
Austin, why don't you come on over? Come over and join your partner, Hugo. And right over on this side. Right over here. Cool. Here comes Austin. So, you can stand right here next to Hugo. Hi, Austin.
Thank you.
You too. So, Hugo is just going to tell me about what you guys are going to pitch. Why don't you scoot in a little bit this way? So you can the camera and come this way. Okay, there you go. Yeah, well, this is not the moment for personal space. We're going to kind of invade that, but you'll be free in just a minute. So I already learned a bit about Hugo and his experience, and I'll ask you some personal questions on like education, right, in a moment. But let's just talk about your pitch next Friday. So, what strengths do the two of you bring? Do one of you have strengths in one area and another in another area?
I definitely feel more comfortable talking, and
Okay.
Austin's kind of pulling the strings behind the operation.
Awesome.
Yeah, he's the charismatic guy around, the things around.
Cool. Cool. So tell me, you're the spokesperson, so tell me a bit about what you're going to be pitching. Do you have a name? Is it a product? Is it a service? So give me a
Called
little
the
insight.
branch thing.
The branch thing.
So we're partnering with an already existing art company called Thing.
Yeah.
They're starting to slow down, and I decided to hijack their website.
Yeah.
And we're going to be branching off of the Thing.
Like doing a fork is what they call it and everything else.
So the branch thing.
Okay.
And that is a company that sells kind of higher end art. It's more expensive. It's
Okay.
for adults. And so what we're going to do is we're going to hijack the e-commerce platform.
Yep.
And we have lower.
We're going to fork. Use the word fork instead of hijack. It'd be very...
Oh right. We're going to.
Yeah, use the word fork. Like don't say we're gonna white label things. People don't like that anymore. You say we're gonna private label things. You don't say we're gonna hijack, we're gonna fork. Just trying to help you out. Keep
Alright,
going.
sorry.
It doesn't matter to me. You can hijack everything you want.
We're going to fork off the company. We're going to be selling more to our age group. We found, we did a survey around some of the schools at SFUSD. It's going to be t-shirts with art prints on them.
Okay.
We're going to start out with some more famous artists, and we're going to try to branch out to maybe some local artists who we find interesting, or who find us interesting.
Cool.
And so, being able to sell more modern art in an age where the teens now have access to the internet and are getting way more politically active and active on social media, having a way to represent that looks a lot better. And also, there's that other side of like, it makes you look smarter if you're wearing an artistic t-shirt. And that was one of the parts. It doesn't sound as flashy, but it's one of the things people will buy.
Right. Now, you do the talking, and you guys probably both work on ideas and vision and all that. It sounds like you're going to do business development type stuff. So what do you do behind the scenes? Are you coding the website? Are you one that's taking what's there and actually
Like brainstorming ideas.
Okay.
The company thing.
Okay. And is there any technology involved? You said you're going to fork their website, right? So how? No, yeah.
Austin's helping with the transition. He's going to help adding the our subheader for the website. We're part of it.
Yeah.
Austin's kind of running the front.
So you'll do the tech stuff.
Yes.
Okay, cool. And are you both at school at Balboa as seniors? So you're also seniors. So you both came over at the same time. And are you doing just this class, entrepreneurship, or are you doing another one also?
Another class.
Are you doing the other one together?
No.
Okay, what's your other class?
History, GLCs, and
You know history, you know the future, that's the way things work. What's your other class?
College success.
College success. So preparing you as a senior in high school for what is next for you.
Yeah.
I mean, where do you guys want to go to school?
I want to go to
Wharton? Okay. And then how about yourself?
I'm looking at Sarah Lawrence.
Yeah, cool. Well, I look forward to your pitch next week, and you guys just be natural, right? Like, there's going to be a room with investors, students, there's going to be a panel, but there's also cameras in your face right now. And see, we have a connection instead of you worried about the camera. And at the pitch, you guys can just talk to me, right? Okay, we're already friends. You can just tell me what you're doing. You have 3 minutes to do that. And then we'll ask questions for a couple minutes. And everybody is on your side. Everybody. Okay, why don't you stay, Austin? And thanks for the time. Good, I'll see you next Friday. Yeah. So, because I got to ask a couple personal questions, so you just tell me a bit about your experience here at CCSF and with the Center for Entrepreneurship and Innovation. Just give me a little insight. How does this compare to high school at Kahlo?
Well, it's a lot different because at high school they go after you if you don't do something. But here you have to take the responsibility on yourself.
Yeah.
And well, I guess it's different because the people are different, more different ideas. There's everybody's kind of keep to themselves in high school.
Yeah. And do you like what's a better environment for you? Because you're introverted.
Yeah.
You like to keep to yourself.
Yeah.
So do you actually appreciate that element of high school, or do you like being in this
I
environment?
like being in a mix of both.
Okay.
This one to challenge myself to come out more.
Yeah.
And there I can just focus more academically.
Yeah. Well, you did good. So thanks for jumping in this combo with me. And I'll see you next Friday. Okay, good.
Thanks, man. Okay, go on.
Hey, good to see you. All right.
Leon.
Ian. Yeah, you too. I'll have you come a little close for the camera, but they're just watching. We're having our moment. So, tell me your full name. Okay, and tell me about your educational journey. Are you here getting your associate's degree, or are you here just for the entrepreneurship stuff? Give me a little insight.
Yeah, so after graduating high school in New Jersey, moved out here to pursue entrepreneurial dreams and learn about business.
Yeah.
And I realized I didn't have too many technical skills under my belt, so I enrolled in City College, and this is my 4th year.
Okay.
So I'm leaving with 3 associates,
Wow.
1 associate and a 4th associate degree for transfer. Just applied to all the UCs and CSUs November 30th to pursue a bachelor's in business.
Okay. Where do you want to go to school?
UC Berkeley Oz, number
Okay.
1, UC
Yeah.
Marshall, number 2.
Oh, it's good. It's good that you're really clear on where you want to go. And when you transfer, what is the specialty that you really want to focus on? And do you plan on finishing with a bachelor's, or do you feel like you have to go and get a master's for the education you're looking for?
I plan on graduating with a bachelor's in entrepreneurship.
Okay.
If I have to do more school, that will open up the doors and leads to that more validation that gets you in certain doors and meetings, then I'll do it. But I wasn't even completely sold on needing a degree initially. I think, certain experiences until you meet all that good stuff, you can still get to where you want to go.
Don't ask my opinion for encouragement.
All right. Yeah, I think I remember a little bit about your spiel.
I mean, I keep my mouth shut. I'm at school right now. Actually, I really like Vivian.
Right.
And the whole approach of CEI. And I think that's like where schools and higher education is going, is like these more vocational systems. But obviously there's a big reason to go to college, especially if you can afford it.
Yeah.
It's harder when
And
you're
it's better when it's free.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Right.
So while I'm in this kind of phase of figuring things out, I feel like education is
Now tell me about what you're pitching next Friday for the big pitch event. Are you doing it on your own, or do you have a partner or a team?
Okay. I'll be on my own.
Cool.
Social entrepreneurship, I'm exciting. This is where the pitch comes in.
Yep.
It's going to be meant for this. I'm excited in the phase of it being a nonprofit
Okay.
or a B Corp.
Okay.
It's called Dollars and Cents. It's kind of a tool from educational curriculum
Yeah.
that the school districts that focuses on bringing mindfulness and basic financial literacy to high schools.
Yeah.
just two major issues that I've noticed here, on campus or just throughout life. I do a mindfulness meditation club here on campus.
Yeah.
So just bringing emotional intelligence, students are going to be able to focus more in class, cope with stress, facing anxieties and then dealing with other than popping certain pills or paying tons of money for therapy later in life. This is kind of like a preventative tool. Same idea with financial literacy. You make one of your biggest financial decisions right after high school when you sign up for Sallie Mae, blah, blah, blah. You leave with an entry-level job and 3-figure or 6 figures in debt. Most people retire in the States with 55 paying the bank. Don't know what APR is, blah, blah, blah. It's your first barista job. You come out and fill out a 1040 easy form. So I try to focus on these two things, mindfulness, basic financial literacy. Most of Americans graduating with these skills are better off.
Yeah.
So that's kind of what I'm doing.
Well, I'm glad you're pitching a lot. You have the personality to do really well next Friday. I think you'll come across clear. The type of things that you want to have answers for is like how we make money. You know, as a B Corp or a nonprofit, it doesn't take the pressure off. You still have to have a financial model. Why high schoolers? You know, so like one of the questions that I was having were set on just high school, like why not junior college? Right? Or why not college? You know, is it physical or is it online? Have you tracked other B Corps? So like Kickstarter is a huge B corporation. I think I brought Steve Coffey to the class the last time, so Steve Coffey is a B corporation. So there's lots of great companies that are B Corps, from a big fan. But you want to think through those things. Now remember, you're going to pitch for 3 minutes. We're going to ask questions for 2, so you only get a question or 2. Well, those are the type of things that people will ask. And for you, when you pitch on Friday, the best thing is just you, right? You have your slides, whatever, but like if you just walk in with me and you pitch me, right? You don't hold back, you be passionate, you don't have to worry about the room or the panel. But you pitch me, you convince me, you show me that you're into this. You don't have anybody next to you to slow you down or to pick you up. So it's on you, but you're gonna be fine. Right? So you just pitch me, you come out swinging, you have fun, you be persuasive, passionate, and that'll really come across. And it's a cool idea, but I would definitely get clarity on like, do you have a financial model? Is it a product or a service? Like, is education going to be both? And the big thing is like, is it digital or physical? And if it's physical, does it depend on you? Can it be scalable? Those are just things just to consider. And if you can think through those and then be more prepared for next Friday, then you'll already answer questions when you do the pitch, right? Cool.
I appreciate it.
It's good to see you again. I'll see you next Friday. Good. Good to see you again. Yeah. All right. Come a little closer because we had, now don't worry about that, they're just very enjoying our conversation. Sorry. So, I know we met at the class when I came and lectured, but I thought maybe I'd met you before. Is that true? Okay. No, I don't think you just had it for one of those things. Yeah. Cool. And Andy, what's your last name? Conrad? Okay, Andy Conrad. So, kind of your educational journey. Are you here just for the entrepreneurship classes, or are you here to get a associate's degree? Like, give me a little insight.
I have a BA and a BS already in psychology and family studies. I've got a master's in design strategy and innovation. But even though I understand the creative process really well, I don't understand how to start a business or run a nonprofit, which is what I want to get into.
Okay. And so, when did you decide that you wanted to run a nonprofit organization, and that a nonprofit that you start yourself, right?
When I found out that nonprofits working on homelessness don't just hire consultants. They don't just have a budget for starting new projects with unrestricted money in the way that a for-profit corporation does.
Yeah.
And so I found out that I need to find my own funding. So I need to become a nonprofit and receive funding so that I can give pro bono services to these organizations.
And is your primary cause that you're concerned about homelessness?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you know Kevin Adler with Miracle Messages? Do you know who that is?
I've seen that project. I don't know if I've met him. I can't remember, but yeah, cool.
Yeah, I mean, if you're interested in homelessness and everything you're telling me, Kevin, you would probably really enjoy he's available. So if you reach out to Miracle Messages, then he is likely to consider connecting, having a cup of coffee. Since you're pitching this nonprofit idea on Friday, I'll reach out to Kevin and see if anybody on staff wants to come. They might be interested in what you're doing. Obviously, when you find a person like Kevin, who's a uniquely excellent human being, and is doing something very effectively that you're passionate about, when you find somebody like that, it can save you incredible amounts of learning just by asking questions. Right? So think about your pitch for next Friday.
So in the for-profit world, we use all these amazing tools to nudge human behavior and get people to buy something or purchase something or look over there. And I'd like to use some of those same tools to prevent homelessness. Yeah. Because right now, I feel like the solutions that we have been around for over 100 years. To kitchens and shelters are very reactive.
Sure.
And it's really important work, but what we also need to do is prevent homelessness, which is not going to happen until we adopt new teams, new tools, new techniques.
Yeah.
Instead of just hiring social worker after social worker and repeating the grants that won last year.
Yeah.
Keeps us in these cycles of repetitive reactive solutions.
Right. And so your solution that you're pitching, you'll be doing it by yourself? Okay. So your solution that you're pitching, what do you hope to communicate in 3 minutes? And is there a call to action? Like, is your call to action, hey, panelists of investors and investors in the room that came to check out some deal flow, and CEOs in the room that are looking to connect with investors, but you actually have resources and you might get behind me, like, this is my ask. I'm asking for money, or I'm asking for mentorship, or I'm trying to build a board, or I need to get a think tank to do advice with me, to give me advice for 2 hours. Like, do you have one strong call to action for the room when you do your pitch?
Not yet. That's a great question. I don't really want money yet.
Okay. I think it's a fair thing not to not want money yet, right?
Yeah.
To really figure things out.
But some of the projects that I'd like to do would take a lot of human capital, and someone like McKesson or Google or Facebook who already has the data and the people to staff the project. It would be very different than what a nonprofit is doing. It would be great to have some pro bono service hours from like their corporate social responsibility hired.
Okay. So I would say that if you could get crystal clear on the ask, and every time you feel like that's my ask, I got that, then say, can I be more specific? And you're like, well, I don't want to eliminate things, just eliminate things, be more specific, and then be more specific. And the reason is, if your ask is so crystal clear that it's like, here's who I am, here's the problem I want to solve, and here's the solution I have built and building or will build, and the one thing I want is an introduction to this specific person in this specific role at this specific company. Because if you said that, there's either somebody in the room or watching that may know that specific person, or just somebody that lives in the network and they're like, oh, I just reach out to them for him. Or, so like when you get that specific, people get really activated. Compared to if you're like, I just like to hook up with like this, or that company. Then if you're like, well, that's not clear enough, right? Like, I know people in these 3 companies, but so think that through, and don't hesitate to ask for 2. Don't hesitate to have 2 call to action. But if you do, make sure you're like, here's my broad call to action. Will you let me text message you once a season, 4 times a year? Or you let me email you twice a year, so I can update you? That's my broad call to action. But my focused call to action is I want to connect with any executive in this department, in this company, because if I can have a conversation with them, I think that will help accelerate them. So I look forward to your pitch. And when you're pitching, it's just you and I. Just pitching, just talk to me, you know I want to hear it. And you don't have to worry about all the elements. Unless you're a public speaker and you want to captivate the whole crowd, you can do that too. It's up to you. But I want to make, that's why I came in. I want to make it as easy for all of you to feel super comfortable when you're doing your pitches.
Okay.
Good.
Great. Thanks a lot.
Good to see you. Good. Good to see you.
See you again.
Come on in. Come on in.
Let's go.
Good, good. So come a little closer. So remind me of your full name.
Mike Juan Antonio Brooks.
Yeah, and I see your stories from time to time.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, you're good. You're good on video.
I appreciate
You
it.
should be hosting and asking
Hey,
questions.
I appreciate that. Thanks. Come on. Well, I'm hoping to do that
Good.
one day. Yeah.
You're good at it.
Thank
You have a real natural talent.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, you're good on your own solo, but you could do some really fun things.
No.
So tell me about your educational journey.
Okay, educational journey. Let's see. Well, I've been in college for about 10 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
I tried for 5 years. I didn't even get a year done.
Yeah,
That's how
yeah.
good I am at school.
Yeah. So I keep transferring from schools. I've been to 7 different colleges.
Wow.
From Compton Community College to Princeton. So
Wow.
definitely a lot of different colleges just to get that experience. But I have never really found, other than San Francisco City College, that one area where it really drew the passion out of it.
Really?
I did go to the Academy of Art University where it's like, oh wow, I love the art scene and everything. But getting here and really finding like what I really want to do in the world is, is what the City College has been providing. Right.
So you had a different experience here this semester or the last year or 3, or how long have you been here?
I've been here for my second year.
Okay. So in the 2 years you've been here, or a year and a half, whatever it is, your experience here has been better for you and your personality and your vision and your drive than in other schools that you've been a part of.
Exactly.
That's cool.
Yeah.
And now, are you just taking the entrepreneurship class at CEI, or are you taking other classes at the bigger CCSF?
Other classes. I'm studying fashion merchandising.
Okay.
So I've taken many classes in that respect, that field, and I love it. It's definitely the field that I work in now. I work full time as well. So and I work in fashion as well.
Where at?
The Real.
Okay. Cool.
It's a luxury fashion.
Yeah.
So I'm on the phones usually with dealing with customers who are upset about things and having to be solution based. So I'm using those skills also so I can transfer them into my own business practices.
Right. Now, when you pitch next Friday, or is it you, or is it you have a partner or a team?
Just me.
Good. I mean, it's great that people have teams, but you and the last couple guys that came up, you're pitching individually. It's a benefit to you.
Nice.
Okay, so when you pitch next Friday, what you want to, depending on how you interact with crowds, right? Because there's going to be a crowd of people that are students, faculty, the other students that are pitching, investors that are looking for deals from the students, and also I'm bringing CEOs that are raising money, right? I'm trying to fill the room with people, CEOs. So one is like, you can acknowledge like the crowd, you can talk and play the crowd, you're charismatic, that might be what you want to do. Then there's me and the panel investors I've put together. You can talk to us, right? But if you want, you can just talk to me. Because you and I, we're friends now, right? That's part of why I'm here. So that way you have that safe space that if you want to pitch me for 3 minutes, you can get passionate, you can get fired up, you can let it go, because you're not talking to all of them. You're not looking for their buy-in. You're not looking for their smiles. You just know, like, okay, Ian, he told me I could do this. I'm gonna let him have it.
My anger.
All of it, right? And then we'll ask you some questions for a bit and just get to know you. So tell me about what you are pitching next Friday.
Okay, that's the thing. So one of my issues really right now is just having to break it down into 3 sentences.
Okay.
And then I know that for the actual pitch day, I do have that allotment of 3 minutes, so I'm happy about that.
Yeah.
What I want to do with Fair Fashion is the name of my
Fair.
business.
F-A-I-R?
F-A-R-E.
F-A-R-E. So fair, as in like, this, so now I'm F-A-R-E. Like
Farewell.
farewell. Is that like
It's
a,
the
okay, that's it. So it's almost like a, okay, I'm with you.
Yeah.
So it's not about being fair.
Right. It's not about being
farewell,
fair, but yeah, it's just like fairing.
I'm trying to think how I ever used fair.
Or
I'm like,
farewell.
when's the last time I used fair? F-A-R-E. Okay, so fair fashion.
Right,
Got it.
yeah, fair fashion. And with that, what I want to do is provide a space for entrepreneurs, other entrepreneurs, small businesses, and independent artists to have a platform, both digital and in person.
Okay.
A platform for them to really market their ideas, their art, and reach folks. So it's going to be a networking event.
Okay.
So providing that space for them to network, as well as a digital platform. You have Facebook, you have LinkedIn, you have all of these other spaces. But I want to use those as my inspiration to create my own app that will allow vendors to easily have access to booking, space at the trade show for customers to come in and purchase their tickets. And also for our small businesses, independent artists, to have a platform to really advertise to all of them digitally through the app. So that anytime you go on there, it's like a LinkedIn where you go to their page and then you're looking at all of their reviews, what they've been doing, and then even having videos, segments of their videos so that they can market face-to-face, digitally, to their consumers and other folks in the area.
Yeah, that's great. When you pitch, a couple key things. Sorry, that was me. A couple key things are who you are. Okay. And when you explain who you are in a pitch, it's humble confidence, but it mostly feels like confidence. And you don't pull back because you're worried people think you're arrogant.
Got it.
Humble's on the inside.
Right.
Confidence on the outside. If people see your confidence, too bad. So that's a big thing. Like, this is who I am. This is what I care about. This is why I'm doing this.
Yeah.
Because if anybody's going to be your mentor or give you an opportunity or invest or anything like that, it's you first.
Right.
Then this is a solution I want to solve.
Yeah.
Or this is the problem I want to solve with this solution. But you, problem, solution, finally call to action. So you're going to need to get really clear in the next 8-9 days.
Yes.
What do I want and who do I want it from? Right? Do I want one of the investors on the panel to meet with me for coffee, or to let me do an internship, or to jump on Zoom with me for 2 hours? Is that what I want? Or do I want somebody on the panel or in the room to give me money? And if they give me money, how are they ever going to get a lot more money from me than they gave me? Right? Or do I want an introduction to this very specific person at this very specific company? Right? And I know the company, but I know who the person is, but I don't know anybody that knows them. But maybe if I tell this whole entire room, there's one human being I got to talk to. So if you can get clear on the call to action, that's it. And you can have a general call to action, like, if you want an update from me on what I'm doing with the fair fashion, text my cell phone, and you collect 5 or 55 phone numbers. That's a general, but you want to have a specific, very focused call to action. That'll help you.
Okay. I
Good.
appreciate that. Thank you so much.
Yeah, I'll see you next Friday.
See you then.
Good. I'll be right back in just a moment. Happy Wednesday, party people. I'm back. I've been getting to know some of the amazing students here at the City College of San Francisco that are part of the Center for Entrepreneurship and Innovation. I've done more than a dozen interviews, so if you're enjoying what you're about to see as it progresses, if you want to see more, you can backtrack, but I had to start and stop to make sure things are all lined up. So you are just viewing my conversations. You are welcome to watch and listen, but this is time for me to bond, and I'm just inviting you in. Come on over. Hi.
Hi.
Good to see you.
Good.
Ian. Isabel, what's your last name?
Bernal.
Come this way just a little bit. Bernal?
Yeah.
Okay, great. And so tell me a little bit more. There we go. So tell me about your educational journey. Like, are you here getting an associate's degree at CCSF? Or are you just in the entrepreneurship program?
I'm taking entrepreneurship program and 2 other classes. It's my first year here in CCSF, and it's really the entrepreneurship class that brought me in here. It's been really interesting.
Yeah, well, Vivian's an amazing teacher.
She is.
Yeah, she does great things for the students. For me, it's like a vocational program that we put together.
Yeah.
So tell me about what you're pitching next Friday at the Big Pitch event. Do you have a partner on your team, or are you doing it on your own?
I'm doing it on my own.
Great.
So I'm pitching about a mobile app that will hopefully change the game in experiencing restaurants, so dining out at restaurants.
Yeah.
It will specifically focus on helping making paying easier.
Okay.
So, especially for groups, when you're eating out in groups, it will help you pay your item, It will help you pay individually. So what you order by yourself, you don't have to pay like all your friends' orders. So this will specifically target those who are in budget. And it will, of course, have you have the option to upgrade to a pro account.
Okay.
And the benefit for that is one of the benefits will be redeeming points.
Okay.
So whenever you use the app, you get points, and then you can redeem it in the future or for partnering restaurants.
Yeah. And what is it called?
Out.
Out.
Yeah.
OUT?
OUT period.
Okay, out.
Yeah.
Cool. And then have you started any of the process of the app development? Have you drawn it out?
I have a
content
prototype.
Okay.
If you want to see it.
Sure.
So.
Ian, good to see you.
Okay, cool. Well, this will be fun. I'm glad that you've gotten this far. A digital tool designed to make dining transactions smoother and convenient. This is good.
So it takes away the need for, putting out your wallet, your cash, your card. You can all do it in your phone. So when you're dining out and using that app, your friends or whoever is with you should have that app as well. It's just easier, more convenient, convenient for customers.
I understand this idea. I have a friend that I might want to introduce you to.
Great, I would love
Because
to.
he was talking to me about this idea. And he's a patent guy. So he patented like the first USB flash drive and go to tracks, and the first backup keyboard. And he patented like Peter Garrett. Runs there's a company called Modify. And he talked to me a lot about this idea. He's just a guy that starts companies and things. So I'll see if he actually is going to find me the companies anyways. So he might be interested in what you're working on. Yeah. So when you do your pitch, here's your phone, on Friday, depending on how you interact with crowds and stuff, right, there's going to be a bunch of people there in a panel.
Yeah.
But you're welcome to just pitch me.
Okay.
Right, because we're friends now.
Great.
Right, so you don't have to be
Yeah.
nervous. It's like if we're having a
I have a problem
conversation
with-
over coffee,
Yeah.
like if you mess up a sentence, like you don't feel bad, you're just talking. So like you can be very, very natural. That's why I came here.
Okay.
I came here so that you know that if it helps you just to be my friend and tell me what you're working on, that you're welcome to do that, right? The whole panel of investors are my friends, much of the people in the room who go to school with, who that I know, and so it should be very, very comfortable. Every once you do all for you, as a man.
Thank you.
I'll see you next Friday. Ian.
You said.
You said, what's your last name? Okay, come just a little closer. Great. So, there's phones and stuff, but we're just having our own conversation. This is like when you pitch next Friday, right? There'll be a crew of people and a panel, but you can just pitch to me.
Okay.
That's kind of what I came to do, just to help connect with each of you one-on-one, give you a chance to feel comfortable, so when you're on a stage and you're pitching your idea, you have a friend you can talk to. Okay. So tell me a bit about your educational journey. Are you here just for the entrepreneurship class?
Yes.
Or, okay.
I'm here just, although I am a CCSF alumni.
Okay.
But then I graduated, got my master's.
Where from?
I graduated from UC Berkeley and got my master's at Carnegie Mellon.
Okay.
And then came back to the Bay Area, learned about entrepreneurship course. I was curious, got involved last semester, and this semester when the class was
Good, good. What's your experience been like coming back as an alumni for what Vivian and her team put together at CCSF?
I was just, it was heartwarming to be back here to see that the school believes in the students, that the students are worthy of all these resources, and I think this is a wonderful place for entrepreneurship because everybody who's here is here because they had a problem. So therefore they could come up with an actual solid solution for a real problem.
Right. And when you pitch, are you pitching with a person or a team?
So in my case, I won't be pitching. I will be preparing the pitch deck, but it will be the founder who will be pitching. And our founder was also an alumni.
Wow. And does the founder, is he part of the class?
He is not.
Okay, cool. So you're bringing him from the outside. He's the founder of the idea. What's the company name?
It's Cerebra.
Cerebra. Okay, and have they already raised money? Is it like an established? Okay, so it's a brand new company still.
Yeah.
So Cerebra, and he'll be pitching. You're doing the pitch deck.
Yes.
Good. Will you tell your friend that you got a friend?
Yes, I will.
See, just talk to Ian. That guy, his eyes smile. You'll be fine. And we'll have some great panelists that will be here. So I'm looking forward to. You want to give me a little info about the? Sure.
Yeah. So I can actually give you the 1 minute.
Good. I'm ready for it.
So Cerebra is a cloud-based SaaS application for IT administrators to help them by providing a simple, secure platform that helps them with managing company devices. Because one of the critical tasks of IT managers is to make sure that company data is safe and secure on employee devices.
Right.
And so, to achieve that, they have IT admins need to make sure that the devices like cell phones or laptops comply with company security standards, or the applications that run on devices are up to date. And finally, if a device is lost, they need to wipe that company information to keep it safe. But unfortunately, device management is a fractured space today with different providers for different types of devices. And
so this is a solution you're creating for that problem.
Exactly.
And how do you spell the company name?
Cerebra.
How do you spell it?
It's CEREBRA.
Okay, glad you spelled it that way. Well, I look forward to next Friday.
Thank you very much.
And good luck on your pitch deck. May it be the greatest pitch deck.
I have one quick question.
Please. Yeah. I may have an answer, I may not.
SaaS, is that a common enough?
Totally. Software as a service. So all SaaS is that it means it's software that's in the cloud that you're paying a monthly fee for, and usually SaaS takes 4 months or 24 months in order to recoup the cost to onboard somebody. Right? But once you get them established, then there's a big profit margin. So once a SaaS company gets to a certain point, it becomes very, very attractive.
And as an acronym, so it would be fine as part of the pitch.
Totally, absolutely. Yeah. Good. Okay. I'm ready for you. Are the alumni?
Yeah.
You pitched last time.
I did, yeah.
It's good to see you again. So tell me your full name.
My name is Cesar Espinoza Perez.
And so now you're back at CEI again.
Yes, I am.
Right? Are you the only person that pitched last time and it's doing it again?
No, I think there was another student after you.
Okay.
I think that's
And so are you going to pitch a similar or the same idea as you did last time?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good. Well, it was very emotional what you shared and pitched last time. I thought your ability to communicate and the way you tied it into your story was powerful. And I think at that point you were doing something, maybe it was like it was an event that was coming up or a city council or something of that nature that you're actually looking into policy changes and things of that around that?
That is correct, yes. So
and what happened between that pitch and now?
Yeah, so we, there's a coalition of different sex worker organizations, and I work with I volunteer at St. James, I worked at Bay Swan, and we passed the state law.
You did?
Okay. It was kind of like a safety, it's officially called immunity from arrest. But it only applies if they're a victim of a violent crime. So the police will treat you as a victim instead of treating you as a criminal.
Okay.
Unfortunately, many times when people have either been raped, sexual workers have been raped or assaulted, they would go to the police sometimes,
and they would be arrested or given a misdemeanor or something of that nature because they were doing a crime instead of acknowledging that they were just victimized. And so that was kind of the first step that you were trying to do to make the lifestyle and livelihood and ability to be a sex worker safer than it currently is.
That's correct. Yeah.
Right.
And so we're happy that the state assembly and the Senate passed. It passed that body.
And what was that law?
SB 233.
The SB 233.
Senate Bill 233. Yes.
Yeah.
And the Governor Newsom signed it. So it's going to be implemented. It's going to start in January of
2020.
Yeah, 2020.
Great. And so for this pitch next Friday, are you going to be doing the same or similar, or is it going to be kind of a different approach to what you're going to be sharing?
It is similar.
Okay.
So we are actually now looking at writing legislation for the city of San Francisco to completely stop SFPD from arresting sex workers.
Okay.
So this time you don't need to be a victim of a violent crime in order to have immunity from arrest.
You just won't be charged with a crime as long as you're in the city or the county of San Francisco.
Well, they're the same. So,
so if you're in San Francisco, you'd have immunity, kind of like certain states had immunity for medical or recreational marijuana, even though it's federally illegal.
Yeah.
So the state might say prostitution is illegal, being a sex worker is illegal, but San Francisco says we won't ever arrest anybody if they do so.
Correct. Yeah.
And as a sex worker or former sex worker, you have found that would be much safer.
Absolutely.
Because there's a high risk involved anyways, but the risk of also being arrested on top of that, or not being able to even go to the police if something bad happens to you, like that is just takes the risk so much higher. So
correct,
your community must be very thankful for you.
Well, yeah, I mean, it goes both ways. They supported me as well.
Well, I look forward to your pitch again next Friday.
Yeah, and there's also one other small part that I want to add. Yeah. We're also, I've looked at my community, there's a big intersection with trans people.
Yeah.
And so we're also have added, so we're connecting justice with social justice.
Okay.
So we're also working to prevent violence against trans people.
Yeah.
And that will really make all of San Francisco.
And would that be legislation again?
Part of it is legislation. So there's going to be that component. It's going to actually be with the bill that we're working with. They're going to be both going to be part of the bill.
Right.
But we're also going to be connecting people that need legal services to other organizations or to our network of attorneys that we know to get them free legal services.
Good. Well, I think it's going to be a totally different environment when you share on Friday like it was last time, and I hope that you feel just as comfortable this time as you did last.
All right, thanks a lot.
Good.
Yeah.
Good to see you again.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm ready for you.
Thank you.
Hi. Come on in, because I'm going to capture, but we're just having our own conversation. Don't worry about that. So tell me your full name.
My name is Sandy Chow.
Okay. And tell me about your educational journey. Are you here for an associate's degree, or are you just here for the entrepreneurship class? Why are you at CCSF?
I'm just here for the entrepreneurship class and also taking a screenwriting class as well.
Fun.
Yeah.
And then how about education before you came here?
I actually started out as a freshman here, and then I transferred over to SF State, and then I went back here in 2012 to learn graphic design.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. And now you're back for entrepreneurship.
Yeah.
Great. And so you're pitching as part of a team?
Yeah.
Okay. And so tell me about what you're going to be presenting next Friday.
I'm going to be presenting a product that it's going to promote community care and as well as self-care.
Okay.
So when I looked at like the community, like online, there's not a lot of things they don't talk a lot about community care. They talk a lot about self-care. And what I mean by community care is to bring the community together to do all the self-care things as a group setting, rather than just doing it by yourself. Because when I do yoga, when I took class here, like I was very engaged in doing yoga. When I do it by myself, I'm just like, I just don't really have that time to do it by myself sometimes because I'd rather do something else. But when I do it in a group setting, like I enjoy that more.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
And for the next, when you do the pitch, are you going to be pitching together, the two of you, or is just one of you going to be speaking?
The two of us.
Good, good. So when you do it, you want to think through, are one of us going to talk for a minute and a half, and the other talk for a minute and a half, or you want to go back and forth, like, a minute, and then a minute, and then a minute. So think that through so you have a pace. But don't overthink anything, right?
Yeah.
You may not know everybody on the panel, but they're my friends. They're all nice and amazing people. You may not know everybody in the room, but they're all there. They want you to succeed. They want you to tell a great story and build a great business. And you can just look at me, and I'll be totally captivated. Okay. That's why I came today, just to help you be more comfortable next Friday and learn a little bit about what you and your team are going to be doing.
Okay.
And it sounds very fun. It sounds like it's something that's needed for the community of college students. Yeah.
It is. Like we're at first me and my partner thought like too big for everybody, and then we decided that we should focus on the smaller group because I thought about how Mark Zuckerberg started Facebook. He didn't start with everybody. He started with college students. And so we decided that we should focus on a smaller segment, like the college students, and then branch out later on. But I don't want to move too fast, and then it crashes, just like that.
Right.
But I want to focus on the college students because we feel that between 17 to 24, they have a hard time transitioning from when they end college, they have to transition to the career stage. But then when they're entering college, they also transition into college life, and it's also pretty tough on them. And I did a lot of research. I found out that they have a lot of anxiety, depression, and they will commit suicide. I work at Kaiser, so I've seen the back end between the ages 22 to 34. They have severe anxiety or mild or severe depression. So that's something that I want to fix, and I want to be a game changer in this society.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
Well, I hope that you're successful. That's a very noble and ambitious thing to do.
Yeah.
Good. And I'll see you next Friday.
Yeah.
Okay, it's good to see you.
Good to see you too.
Yeah, bring it in. All right.
So let's kind of conclude, because we may not have anybody else come.
Yeah, I think that will be it.
So this is the third live stream. The first was only 5 minutes long. The second was almost an hour. This one's 20 minutes. So we caught maybe 12, 15 people.
Yeah.
And so my intention of coming here was to meet as many of the students as I could.
Right.
I've already met them, obviously, but one-on-one this time. And figure out what they're going to pitch. Try to encourage them, make sure they know that they can just pitch me and they don't have to feel all this room pressure.
Right.
And so you were getting people ready.
Right.
And preparing to send them my way and go through this road. So what type of insight did you get from the students off camera, unfiltered? Why don't you give me a little insight in terms of where you think they're at and how you think their ability to be able to process a few things with me maybe could have helped, or and for students that didn't pitch but maybe watching this later tonight or this week, what are some takeaways? I'm just looking for your wisdom.
Yeah, it's good. I think it's amazing when you, in a situation like this, that you believe that you have to be told before you walk in that it's safe. You have to be told before you get in and actually experience it yourself that actually you're not being measured. That the people there are for you. That the purpose of the pitch is to highlight that what you're passionate about and what's successful about what you're talking about, and or to direct you in a way that maybe you haven't seen of what actually is the success of what you're talking about. Sometimes people will be talking about things, they're in the midst of it all, they're in the clouds of it all, and they just need someone to go, hey, come this way. And then when they touch that part, the goal of the panel is to direct people into a place of to where it focuses in on that point of passion, that point of success, that point that's actually going to elevate them to the next level. That this is a super reward. It's not a punishment. This is actually not it's not a judgment. It's actually a how do we get behind you? Tell us enough about what you're doing so that we understand it, and then so that we can use our resources, because we're telling you out of our experience you can't do it alone. So you actually opening up the door to what you're passionate about lets people kind of come into that space and organize it. And I think just letting people know that, coming out of you're going to get an A or a D, who cares? Right. Really. I mean, it doesn't really matter. What matters is that did you share what was in your heart that you were passionate about? No one really cares about how well educated you are in the field. I mean, this is a short class, it's a short time. It's were you able to hone in on something, tell a little story, and receive feedback, and then take it to the next level.
I found it interesting how many of the students already had their master's degree, already had their bachelor's degree, were only here for the CEI, the Center for Entrepreneurship and Innovation at the City College San Francisco. Also, I was fascinated by how many people had been students for several years and found something different here than they found anywhere else. Doesn't surprise me, but it was like reinforcing.
Yes.
Another thing that I thought along the route is, I've invited a handful of my friends that have raised millions of dollars with their existing company. Some of them have raised tens of millions of dollars in previous companies, and I had this thought, like, I'm gonna have this handful come and be the examples, and they will be. But it definitely felt like, okay, not all the students are in the same place. Some of the students are going to be incredible examples to others. And so it was like, wow, there's like such a mixture of people that are invested or mentorable or helpable. And ideas that are like, good idea, good time. If it's executed well, it might actually be something. And then of course there's a mixture of like people that are like doing it because it's part of the class, or they haven't fully thought through their full idea. They still have 9 days to do so, but I thought that was pretty intriguing. So any other final thoughts for you on kind of this experience today, or just the actual event that's happening next Friday? Like if you were to invite investors that are looking to deploy capital, what is the invitation to an investor or investors that are currently deploying capital into companies, regardless if they were looking for deal flow with students, because we have a handful of totally investable companies that are already raising money. So what's the invitation sound like to an investor firm?
I think for me, just simply put, it's a different environment. It's not going to be an environment that if you're an investor, one that you walk into every day. You're going to get a mixture, like what you said, of people from high school to actually professionals that are all pitching at different levels. If anything, it's going to sharpen you and your ability to have insight, and also draw on those things in you that are really simple. Maybe you've become such a professional at what you do, you forgot how to do it. And this type of environment really draws out the simplicity, I think, but also surprises you. And will remind you why you got in the business in the first place, right? So that, I think the color of it, the innovation, the excitement, the diversity of people that are going to be there, that is a reason to come, and look, you know the numbers. How many deals do you look at before you find one that you actually invest in, And I think it's a wonderful environment to come add to that mix of your everyday of looking at deals and being involved with people. And I mean, who knows the network too of people that you get to meet and shake the hands of and encourage and empower. So I'm excited about that. I would come for that.
Good. Yeah. How about if you are a CEO that's raising, looking for access to investors, there's not a slot necessary for you to pitch this time.
Right.
But you're invited to the room. You can come and register for free and sit in a room with a mixture, including investors deploying capital. What is the invitation to a CEO that's raising capital? Like, what's their motivation?
I mean, what's the difference, you know, in them raising capital and watching, and the other people coming here and raising capital in that? Watching other people that are moving in the same direction you are helps you reminds you that you're not crazy. It gives you encouragement, right? It gives you insight into your own self. It doesn't matter if somebody's pitching sand,
right?
And you're an AI for jets. Right. The way, the passion, the drive, the things that they had, maybe it invokes something in you, you know. And maybe by chance there's someone in the group that you actually connect with. And we all, and I think that as a seasoned CEO, they understand one thing is that you don't get to a goal with one step. Right. There's many steps. And I think, again, this is a beautiful place to take a step towards the success and in the spirit of entrepreneurship and raising money and deploying capital and all the different things that are going on. The whole matrix of all that's happening is an exciting place to be to take a step towards your goal. So come and make it happen. Come and be a part of it. Make it. It is what you do, right? It is what you is what you put into it. And I think we're creating an environment and making space, something that you're awesome at doing. And we're just creating space and saying, come and be a part. Yeah. Do your part. You know, yeah. Come and receive and come and give. Right. You know, that's what it takes, right? It takes that. It's not all about just coming and getting. So,
final question on the invitation to the faculty. Like, some faculty is too busy, they can't make it no matter what, but there's certainly faculty that are here that have the space.
Right.
They could pop in. Mm-hmm. Why should they? How would a faculty benefit by investing 3 hours of their time into what CEI and Vivian are doing, in your opinion?
You know, when you're a part of an institution like this, you see a lot of things on a consistent basis. You go through processes, you follow a matrix, you follow the system. And to be able to come and to break some of that off and to remind you why you're here, to help you understand what is maybe a different stream that's moving in the institution that you come to, that you take time away from your family to be a part of, to see that which maybe the love and the energy and the passion that you bring to work every day, maybe you're not getting to see the fruit of it exactly in a certain way with the students that you see, but to be able to come and to know that you're a part of something that's doing something else. You know, why would you come? To be encouraged. Yeah. Come be encouraged. I mean, why? Come be encouraged. I mean, this is the fruit of what we're doing. This is the fruit of what we're building. So come and see what people are really going after. And then again, how might you be a part to complement something of another person's life? Yeah. So, yeah. Cool.
Any last words?
Thanks, man. I appreciate you taking time and coming up here.
I'm glad we did.
Super cool.
Yeah.
This place, man, is incredible. I mean, I look out at the city and I think this is exactly what I thought San Francisco is. This is, would be before I came to this place. The scenery here, the rolling hills with all the houses and the track and the environment and the seagulls and the bay out there. I mean, it's just beautiful. I think that if a place like this is going to be successful, it's because of people. Yeah. It's not because of some other thing. It's not because of some institution. It's not because of something done in the government. As much as it's about the people that come and that make the contribution to this place. So it's a beautiful place, and it's. I dig it, man. I think it's a gem right in the middle of the city. I mean, these are the things that actually build culture. I mean, do you know how many different nationalities of people I've seen, or that we even interviewed? I mean, there was probably like eight of the people.
The range in age.
Yeah.
The two youngest were like 17-ish.
Yeah.
The oldest was probably 2-3 times that age. And obviously mixed genders, probably 50-50. And ethnicity was all over the board. I don't know if there's a missing one. Native American, right? African American, Asian,
right?
white, and every kind of mixture in between. So like, that's just me grabbing half the class, right? To let them have a conversation.
Yeah.
So really, really diverse.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, man.
All right, everybody. Till next time.
It's good.